Oh, shit. I think we're live. Hold on, I have to close the ad telling me to place ads. That's triple coil. All right. That needed to be said. What's up? What do we got? Matt, Trolls, Deanna, how's it going? And Assad, and Chevy, and Mark, Strat CPO, Wendell, Yeti, Motzi, Johnny Rock, Offbeat Gear. It's Matt again. Scott, Mark again. Michael, what's up? Browns fan. Proto, Shammy Whammy. Speaker, what's up? Zoodlers. Offbeat Bass. Got John. Feels good to play guitar. I've been playing a ton of guitar. I've mostly been sitting at friggin' prompts. I am just like so deep into the AI. It's kooky. I've ramped up. I've ramped up. Who else do we got here? Squally, Terry G, Fretless Ed, Ron T, Swamp Donkey, down in Arizona. Down in the swamps of Arizona. We have Lewis from Portugal. We have Tony. Daryl. Huh. How was your week? Crazy week. It's always a crazy week. Thank you. Oh, that's good. That is, that's good. Freaking phone. How you doing? Blackjack guitar. JMT builds. Hold on a second here. I see Herb, Mike, Ray. You have to pay AI if you collaborate and make a hit? I don't think so. I don't think so. The tier I bought the super premium tier, and it explicitly says it comes with commercial rights. The paid tiers do. But we'll talk about it later. I have so many thoughts about AI, but we'll push that out a little bit. We kind of have a segment. This is the intro, and how was your week segment. Lots of leaf cleanup, yeah. I have the trailer pretty much full. Should have brought it over today, but I couldn't do it. And I probably have enough room now that they've sort of sat there and backed down a little bit. Probably put some more in before I take it up. But yeah, leaves, yeah, it's that time of year. What's up, Andy? So I did find a little bit more out about this guitar that I was kind of curious about. So the triple pickups, and maybe the one in the neck too. I don't really. I'd have to check it. I think they're all stacks, right? That's literally 3 humbuckers. It's got literally 4 humbuckers in it. Because it's Schecter, and Schecter does the humbucker thing. You know, they're not so much into the single coils, at least on the metal style guitars. Oh, the other thing is that people said the neck looked a little askew, and they were right. It was a little off. I didn't notice it. I couldn't feel it when I was playing it. But I looked at it. Yeah, it was definitely off a little bit. And usually what you do is you just grab the headstock and just give it a big old crank, right? Crank it up to the side you want. So you usually loosen the screws a little bit. You can do it under full tension. Loosen the tension a little bit. Pull it over to the side you want and then tighten it down. But when I went to do it, 2 of the screws were already a little loose. I said, well, there's your problem right there. When I tightened them down, it kind of went into place. I pulled it up and tightened them down. They went right into place. So, yeah, no, you weren't, it wasn't your eyes. It was off, and I fixed it in like 2 seconds. Oh, Jesus. Here's the triple coil. Oh, the precision. That's years of just, the hours. What's up, Michael? Yeah, maple trees, I have 2. And one of them blurps out so much crap in the spring. And then, it's pretty late. It still has a few leaves left on it, especially the ones in the back. I have these other maples that turn a little earlier and drop their leaves a little faster. So I think one might be the white maple and one might be the sugar maple. Something like that. But we have a tree out front that's on the town's property. But that blows a ton of leaves into my yard, and that thing doesn't lose its leaves until like December. Right, it's already just starting to lose them now, that frickin' thing. A tappa, tappa, tappa. Tap, tap, taparoo. Does triple humbucking provide extra noise canceling? No. In fact, it's got to be a grounding thing. There it is all the way up. I'm on the neck. Position 4. Position 3. Position 2. Position 1. Oh, maybe it's cleared up. A little noisy. Yeah, right there. Right? Definitely getting a little... maybe it's just so hot. That's the triple right there. Sure. Yeah, pretty good sugar, right? Gotta do the muting, you know. Can't go. Then you're just playing punk. Then you sound stupid. No. Don't make me come over there. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. It's something like that. And now suddenly much lighter. What am I doing on tuning? Thought so. So I thought I heard something in there. Ain't talking about love reveals all. That's not too bad. That's an acceptable parameters, and same with that. That's not bad. Pretty good. Ah, you son of a bitch. You could have been a contender. Come back from lunch, that thing's still ringing. Yeah, there you go. Hear it? A little bit. Not me, I wouldn't say it, but other people would say it. It's a little noisy. A little bit. Though I do have some pretty crazy lights on in here. You guys got plans for Thanksgiving yet? We can't go to the place we went to last year. Last year was $50 a head. This year, just 12 measly months later, 72 a head. And we're like, no, we can't do it. We can't do it. So that same place, you can go to the brunch like on a Sunday, and it's like literally half price, right? Because that's their normal thing, just not the Thanksgiving day. So we're just going to go there on, I think, Sunday. Sure. Yeah. This is Thanksgiving, kids. This is it. It's like, Jesus, $72 a head. Christ. Man. That is crazy. You know where, not the whole family, but just my immediate family, my wife and my kids, because it was tough finding places that still had open slots, because we had to change it. Once we found out the price, we had to change in plans. So for Thanksgiving, we're going to the kids. It's much cheaper for us to go to Del Frisco's. Of all, right? Oh, no. We can't go to that friggin' place. We have to go to, like, Abe and Louie's. That's literally cheaper. Depends on what you get. You could drop $250 a head at some of those places. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It was $72. Yikes. It was like, no. That's a hard pass. So we're gonna do the big brunch with everybody on the Sunday, and then Thursday we're gonna head over to Del Frisco's and get something there. It's literally cheaper. How is it even possible that Del friggin' Frisco's is cheaper? It's not a particularly cheap place. Oh. No, for $72 you don't get any drinks. You get, like, non-alcoholic drinks. But it doesn't even include, like, orange juice, because it's too friggin' expensive. Yes, Panera this year. Everybody's on my sippy club. Every 2 hours we can go in and get a free drink. And my wife was like saying, like, do you understand the kind of money I could spend at Costco at $72 a head with the kind of feast we would have? She goes, for that kind of money, you could get a tenderloin. And she's like, no way. But we don't want to cook here. I'm kind of in a state of flux, so didn't really want to do it here. We always do Christmas here. But lately, we've been going out for Thanksgiving. Big pain in the ass. We were cold there today. We didn't get out of the 30s here today. That's probably single digits in the Celsius. Del Frisco sounds like a Boston ska band, yeah. No, they're out of New York, right? Del Frisco's? That's a New York steakhouse that finally went sort of, it became a chain. But I'm pretty sure Del Frisco's started in New York City. Tenderloin, good luck. No, all beef prices are kind of high right now. Yeah, we'll see. We usually get it. Last year, the tenderloin, I want to say it was $125 just for the cut of meat, and I cooked it myself on the grill. Yeah, you know what? You say get prime rib. The problem with prime rib is that kind of expensive, and it's so much heavier than the tenderloin. They kind of cost about the same. You know, especially if you got like a standing rib roast with the bone still in it, right? It's basically a ribeye roast. And, you know, they're tougher to cook. I can cook that friggin' tenderloin out on the grill. When I tell you, man, that thing comes out so friggin' good. So friggin' good. It's like amazing. Yeah, hot soup and bread. Speaking of that, I had AI make a song about getting a butternut squash soup in a bread bowl. It's based on a true story. Yeah, do you have a Del Frisco's there? Yeah, in Colorado. Yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, Del Frisco's is not quite as expensive as, say, Abe and Louie's, Capitol Grill. What's the other big one? Morton's. Those seem to be even more expensive. I'll have the $260 tomahawk steak. Would you also like something with it? I'll take the $18 baked potato and the $22 vegetable medley. Very good, sir. Did I see the new Tonex headphone amp, the Tonex plug? I made a video about it. Sounds good though, huh? Yeah, no. As I was telling I was saying the other day, 1,000 is the new 500. So back in, this would have been in 2000. The year 2000. I guess that would have been, I think it was October of 2000, so 25 years ago. We had an office in Washington, D.C. They had it done over. As you walked in, it had this huge paneled wall with bird's eye maple. I was like, oh, that looks friggin' expensive. Bird's eye. I recognize it immediately. Oh, bird's eye maple, huh? And they would always put us up at the absolute closest hotel. And because they didn't want us walking through D.C. So they would put us up like literally, I think it was at the Ritz-Carlton or the Omni Plaza, something like that. And I was there with a friend, and we were done, and they said, listen, we know your hotel is expensive, but you can get dinner at the restaurant if you don't want to go out. And we were like, okay. So we go down into the restaurant, and it's like a team of people with white gloves descends on you. We're the only people in like the whole freaking place. And I got the steak. $75. Which is a lot of money 25 years ago. It's still a lot of money today. A baked potato for $15. And a side of broccoli for $15. So it was like $105. And then, of course, the tip. 20, you can tack another 20% on that frickin' thing. Charge you to the room, boys. I'm paying for that. I was staying in that same place. This was another trip. We went down there, and we were all going to go out to Sweet Georgia Brown's, which is this southern cuisine restaurant. So we go out, the wait is ridiculous. We go there, we wait like literally like 90 minutes. We finally get friggin' seated. We finally put our order in. The menu is so crazy, I can't recognize anything on it. And I'm pretty savvy. And I wound up getting like the Chilean sea bass with like oysters. When I tell you this thing looked like it looked like it came out of like a food magazine. It was tiny. It's all about presentation. I left there, I was friggin' starving. It's like, that was like incredibly expensive. They took us all out to Sweet Georgia. That was so expensive. There was like barely any friggin' food on the plate. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I go back to the hotel, and a friend of mine had told me before I went down, he goes, listen, if you're staying in the hotel and you're just getting room service, he's like, get the veal chop. It's pretty friggin' awesome. I was like, oh, okay. I got back to the hotel. Now, mind you, they've already dropped like $60 on my friggin' dinner. I get back to the hotel. I call down the room service. Yeah, send up take a veal chop. Right, and that came with sides. Remember the Celtics game was on, that veal chop came up? Holy shit, he wasn't kidding. Oh my God. That might be the most amazing in-house food I have ever friggin' had. I was like, oh, the veal chop, bro. Oh, yes, the freaking veal chop. It's the same place that had the $75 steak. Veal chop was only $50, though. In the year 2000, 25 years ago. You don't even want to know what it costs now. Oh, my God, that veal chop was just friggin' amazing. You could really taste the tears. Went to Wolfgang Puck's in Vegas. Tasty food, but the portions are crazy small. Yeah, that's how they get you. Like, sir, when you're not at the buffet. Indeed. I don't think there's a lot of guitar news this week. I didn't see a ton. If you know about anything, we can go check it out, but I hadn't really seen a lot. Yeah, exactly. Veal Chop of the Week. New segment. I'll run it past the showrunner. We'll sit down with the segment producer. This is staying in great tune. Michael Jordan Steakhouse said Mohegan Sun was good while it's still recovering. You know, we went to Don Shula's Steakhouse when we were down in Disney. I gotta say, that was pretty freaking good. We went to Shula's. That was really... I rolled out of that place. We were so full. We could have just split it. I tell you another place we went that was surprisingly good. We went to a couple places. We were out in Coronado, and there was just this, like, you know, sort of like an open front, like, taco guy who would make you tacos, like, right there, and we ordered up a couple of Baja tacos. Holy shit, were those good. I was like, oh my God, this is, I've never, oh my God. I do, you cooked them up fresh right there. Oh my God, were those things so good. Just amazing. And then, you know, there were some expensive places, and we went to one place one night, but we were looking to save a little bit of money, a lot of tourists, and there's a huge, like, naval base, right? Or marine base. There's a huge naval base, like, right at the whole end of all of that. And we went down to, it's open to the public, but we went to this, like, steakhouse that's close to that and kind of serves the military, you know. And, oh my God, was that good. That might be one of the best steaks I've ever had. You know, they cook a lot of steak. I got, like, the New York strip, which is a killer, you know, cut. Man, was that good. I was like, oh, so well, perfectly freaking cooked. Everything was really good. I would say that place was as good as Shula's, and I got the same thing at Shula's, a New York strip. But it was half the money. That's the difference. It's the same freaking steak for half the money. DiMarzio and Sweetwater, 25% off pickups. Well, there you go. That's nice. That's a little something. There you go. And here, great for eating. Have Italian, Six, Mexican, Six. Yeah. No, there's a lot of great, a lot of great places to eat. It's almost like a little overload. And you got to be careful because you go to some places and, man, you don't know the area. It's surprised it can be very expensive. When I was on that same trip with that dude, when we ate at the steakhouse, at the restaurant in the hotel, got the steaks, that same guy, we were going out for lunch. It was like, 12:30, 1 o'clock. We said, well, let's take a break. We'll go out to lunch. We go out. We go to the restaurant right next door. Now, we're wearing, shirts and ties because it was kind of required at the job. And so they let us in. We sit at the table. Again, this is 25 years ago. I think the cheapest item on the menu was a garden salad at $15. And he looks at me, he's like, dude, have you seen these prices? I'm like, there's no way they're going to approve this meal. So we got up and we walked out. We started walking out, and the guy was like, oh, is there a problem? We were like, you know what? We only have so much in our expense account that we can expense for lunch, and it would never be covered. So we have to go to a place that falls within our budget. He's like, no problem, understood. He was way cool about it. I haven't seen too much Black Friday yet. Best Buy and those places are starting to kick out the deals a little bit, to try to get people. It's a month-long thing, but I haven't heard anything yet so far. Yeah, the Kiss Landlocked, I saw that. And someone posted, they did at one of the things, they did a tribute to Ace Frehley. They had a lot of him talking over it. They had a lot of photos throughout his life. I think they played for the music Fractured Mirror. It was a nice tribute. Time to start shopping for an action cam for 26. Have I told you lately that I'm going to NAMM? I freaking scored so hard on my NAMM trip. I wound up going JetBlue. The only thing I worry about JetBlue is they always oversell, so there's zero chance of an empty seat next to you. When I took Delta last year, there was an empty seat next to me, both on the way out and on the way back. That is worth a lot of money. Having no one next to you, right? So that is impossible, freaking possible with JetBlue. It's just not going to happen because those flights are packed. So I wound up getting the JetBlue flight. I think the whole thing round trip was like $260, and that's only because I wanted to pay $40 so I could pick my seat. They charge for that now. And I didn't want to get stuck with a middle or an aisle seat, and they do fill up because they do like pack their planes. So I wound up paying $260 round trip Boston to LAX. That's a pretty good price. And I wound up getting the same hotel I stayed at last year. Last year I was staying there. I paid, I think, $114 a night, which is a smoking deal that week. And I saw Arnold from Arnold Plays Guitar. He was staying at the same hotel. We went down and met at the bar, and we're talking. And I said, "Yeah, I got this place for like $114." He goes, "I hate to break it to you, I got it for even less, because I paid a little under $100." And I'm like, "Man, that's crazy." This year I got it $91 a night. That is insane. 91 friggin' bucks a night for that hotel. So that is amazing. Went through Trivago. They got it for me. What's funny is that they were saying it was $21 a night, and I went to book it. They're like, "Oh, that's not available any longer." And then the next day I went to go there, and it was like $136 a night. And I was like, "Oh, whatever." Then I checked it again the next day, back to the 91, and I got it. Booked, paid for, done. An empty seat next to you in coach is almost better than first class. I know. I had an empty seat next to me. I had a flight back from Amsterdam with an empty seat next to me. I could not believe it. I was like, woo-hoo! Oh my God. Yes? Thank you. So I am super stoked. I'm going back to NAMM, or NAMBLA for short. That sounds good. Pickups on this sound really good, huh? Yeah, coach is still a thing, but now coach is divided. There are different classes within coach. There's premium seating, and then deluxe seating and budget seating. Only the budget seating is zero over what the price is displayed. If you want the regular seating or the deluxe or premium seating, you have to pay more money to sit in those seats. They're closer to the front. You sons of bitches. What's the average total expense for an amp? Well, it can be expensive. You know, I went a couple of years. I couldn't get the rooms less than $155, $160 a night. And that is just annoying. So you figure And when I was first going, the round trip on the flight was like $450. So it depends, right? It fluctuates. It's crazy. But I think, yeah, one year I definitely paid. I was paying like $160, $165 a night for the hotel. And the flight was like $350, almost $400. You got to get transportation, take an Uber out to Anaheim from the airport. And, it just all adds up. But, I would say in a good year, like this year, I'll probably spend about, if I'm lucky, if I can keep it tight, about $700. In a bad year, that's more like $1,200. I like the window seat. I like to just get into my corner and stay away from everybody. I can't stay in the aisle because everybody walks by and bumps me, and it makes me mental. I just want to get away from everybody, just stay in my corner. And I just, I turtle. It's like, let me know when the flight's over. Came back from Germany once, Northwest Airlines, whole back of the plane was empty. Yeah, my whole row is empty coming back on that Delta flight. My whole friggin' row. Thank you. Yeah, window seat every time. It's just want to get away from everybody. Don't touch me. Get out of here. So this year, I have been working to get some. I've never done it before, but this year, for the first time, I said, you know what? I should just get some sponsors. So I think I got a couple of sponsors. I don't have it finalized, which basically means they haven't sent me the money yet, and you're not finalized until I have the cash. So I won't mention the brands yet. But once the cash is in hand, then I can talk about my NAMM sponsors. I think it's only going to be 2. I can pretty much cover a lot of it with just 2 sponsors. So, Buddy went to Buddy's been losing weight like crazy. He's like skin and bones. I said, something's up. So he had his annual this week, and he was down from 9 pounds to 7.5 pounds. I said, I knew it. He said, he's lost like 20% of his body. You can see it. Goddamn cat is skin and bones. So that could be a bunch of different things. They had to do some blood work. And it has what we've had, I think, 2 cats that had it before, and that is the thyroid, the overactive thyroid. So Buddy's on a medication now, and we're hoping he's gonna calm that shit down. You can go in and zap it with they can zap it not with a laser. I think they hit it with like radiation, and they can shrink the thyroid and make it go away. But he'd be gone for 5 days. He'd be in a kennel, and it's a lot for an older cat like that. You know, Buddy is be a lot to put him through. So we'll stick with the medication for now. Yeah, hyperthyroid. But they say it should be treatable with the medication. And if not, then it's going to cost, I think they said it's like $3,000 or something like that. No, it's not cheap. We're just going to do the medicine. The thing about Buddy is he loves human food. So my wife can just crush it up and throw it in a little bit of friggin' yogurt, which he loves. And he will lick that right off her finger like, yogurt. Give him a little bit of friggin' vanilla yogurt. And he's all over it. So he's actually pretty easy. He's not forget about finicky. You can't eat something without him wanting to taste it. So he should be a lot easier than some other cats that we had, you know. Laughter's the best medicine. Dress up and scurry like a mouse around the floor. You know, it's a great idea. Is there a Buddy song? I actually had whipped up a Buddy the Sailor Cat. It kind of came off like, I don't know, what's that Boston band? Like the Drunken Sailors or whatever. Dropkick Murphys, maybe? One of those bands. Sounded like the Shipping Off the Boston band. Well, you had that too, Tony? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a thing. You got to manage it. Dropkick Murphys, yeah. Exactly, Dropkick Murphys. That's what it sounded like. I went down the friggin' AI hole. Wow. Just no, that well was deep. It was crazy. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get it to help me with my Christmas song this year. Right, that would be the perfect way to do it. But it's so hard to get it to do. It's like trying to work a puppet with a friggin' leaf blower. You know? It's like... It's so hard to get it to do what you want it to do, to pronounce words the way you want them. They'll get there, but right now you can't get them to do it. So I was working on a Christmas song. I came out with like, sort of like alt rock versions. I tried a soul version. Tried a pop version that actually was pretty good, but didn't really fit my style and had no guitar in it, so that doesn't work for me. It's got to have a guitar in it for me to play over. But then I discovered I could sort of like write the tune in one style, like alt rock, and then cover that with another style like soul, and then cover that again using like soul rock heavy guitars, and the results start to get really interesting. right? Because it's like these layers that start to go on. And a lot of times it's garbage, you know. I probably used enough power to, you know, power a small village for a month. The amount of friggin' songs I ripped through. But it started to take shape at the end. What's frustrating is sometimes you want it to... They're putting the right emphasis on the wrong syllable. It's like, can you just say that like how a normal... And then other genres would. And so that's where you get... And then you would have to say, listen, I like the sound of what you're doing, but this guy in this genre is pronouncing the friggin' chorus correctly. This doesn't happen if they write the lyrics, because you have no conception of what the lyric is supposed to sound like. But I wrote the lyrics for the Christmas song. And you have an idea as you're writing the lyrics what it's supposed to sound like. Oh, goddamn, if you can't get them to freaking... Can't get them to do what you have in your head. You can't get it to happen. Now, I could probably find a way to, like, come up myself with the line on, like, a piano, come up with a simple melody line, and maybe force the issue. But I wish they would have, and they said that this would work, is you could do it, like, phonetically. Right? So if you're saying Merry Christmas, you would have to, like, capitalize, you know, Christ, and you probably use a K to make sure they understood the hard K sound instead of, like, tryst or kissed, right? You'd say K-R-I-S-T just to be sure that there's no problem, and you make it capitalized. And then you put the dash, and then you put the mas, right? Christmas. Christmas. Nor. I mean, you literally, frustrating. Oh, the hours. The friggin' hours. My God. But it started shaping up, and there were a couple of friggin' bangers in there. The pop one is a banger. It just doesn't really fit my style. The one that finally came out had like a much more interesting guitar part to it that I can isolate and play, right? I can isolate that track, and I can play that track or whatever I want along with that track and put it all together. It's the track, because it's, you know, it's AI, it's a... I mean, it's the same friggin' chord progression you've heard a friggin' 100,000 times, right? It's not really inventing anything new, but I mean, there's only 12 notes, and think of the billions of songs that are out there. It's its treatment of it between the singer's sort of vocal quality, the choice of instruments, and telling it, take this soul tune and run it through a little bit of alt rock, maybe a little bit of 70s style with some like heavier guitars, maybe with just a soupçon of prog, right? And you start to put it together, and it becomes more. It's no longer. Because that's what you're going to get if you go with just a straight up, you know, sort of soul R&B. That's kind of like what they do, right? They don't reinvent the wheel. They take every song that's ever made, and they work with probabilities. So yeah, it's cool, but I tell you, we whipped up some freaking bangers this week. Oh my God. So, yeah, it doesn't pronounce the words the way you want, or it can't. I hear very often remnants of prior ones. In other words, I change the lyrics, and I do another vocal pass with the new lyrics. And I hear a little, can't quite get rid of the old. I'm like, oh, I thought you were fixing this. but it doesn't, you know. Yeah, you wanted the best Christmas song. You got the best Christmas song. Oh, it's a banger. It's really freaking good. What's up, Rockin' Rob? Yeah, baby, it's humid outside. Exactly. Uh, you know. Yeah, it sounds like a discussion my band leader has. Yeah, well, other vocalists, can you go high here? Can you come in the second line? Yeah. Yeah, I do point Christmas, exactly. Well, my friend was here the other week, and he had done this one. He says, you know, what it could really use, he purposely made it simple with just 3 things. And then he said, well, you know what? Maybe we can add some drums. So he didn't want the drums to come in right away. He wanted them to come in about halfway through. So about halfway through, he like selected that part and said, like, make a drum track. So it does its analysis. It was way off. It was way friggin' off. I mean, it was like falling down a flight of stairs. Oh, he's like, oh, well, that's not going to work. So he deletes that. Now, instead of that, he selects the entire track. And he uses the entire track, not just that section. He uses the entire track for context. And he says, okay, now make a drum track. He's like, and I can just cut out the part I don't want to hear. They didn't start the drums until the part he was going to start the drums at. Because it starts out slow, and then it sort of builds into this like much bigger passage, kind of like Stairway to Heaven, right? It starts out slow, and then all of a sudden it starts to build. And it has so when the singer in her guitar playing and the bass starts to kick it up a little bit, the drums miraculously come in. And it's like, oh, it kind of knew that would be like that's how a drummer would do it. Right? They're listening to the whole thing. So, well, I want to play drums through the whole thing. It's this beautiful opening part with this whole chorus. Let me get around to the second part when it really starts to kick in, and then the drums kick in. That is exactly what they freaking did. And I was like, oh, he's like, yeah. No, it should have had the whole context and not the little bit. So it was interesting. Interesting how it was able to get a better idea of the song by just hearing the whole freaking thing instead of a snippet. You know? So what you can do is you can upload a song and say, make a cover of this. But right before you do it, they do warn you. And I bet the people that do it, get their song, and they probably just get booted off and they have the free one. But you can upload a piece of audio and say, turn this into a cover. But as you do it, they say you're not allowed to use, you have to swear right now that you have the publishing rights to this song, or you have a license, right? You either own the song or you have licensed the song. If you haven't, and you use our service to manipulate it, like any damages that we suffer, we're going to like pass off to you, and you'll be in violation of your terms of service, and we're probably going to cancel your account and no refunds. So I haven't done anything like that, but it's pretty crazy. I reached out to a friend of mine. And I said, you know, hey, I've been sort of getting into I don't know if I had played this for you. This is an acoustic song. So I sent him a couple of tunes. It was for the dude who's been over here, my bro. He's not really my bro. He's the brother from another mother. He he's a good guitar player. And so I was whipping up, is it in here? Where are they? Yeah, I was whipping up, because he's such a mofo, right, on the playing. I was whipping up songs like, his name is Robbie D. Now, the funny thing is Robbie D, we call him. So, Rob, he was trying to make, like, go on, like, the, like, acoustic, like, wedding circuit, and, like, be available as a musician and all this stuff. But if you went on and you looked up robbied.com, it was a gay porn site. And I said, dude, you got to come up with another name, because no matter how many times you tell them, go, it's robbied.net or robbied. Whatever, somebody's going to enter robbied.com, and it's not going to go well. You got to dump Robbie D. It's like, that name has been ruined. You're going to have to dump it. He's like, yeah. So anyway, I fed into the machina maker. I said, the legend of Robbie D. And it came up with a few ones. This is one. Yeah, it's in E flat.
Fire burn through the night, never tired. Fingers dance, sparks flew higher. Oh, Robbie D, king of the stage. Every note of how, every been erased. Just let the young ones left him in his wake. Oh, Robbie D, the ground would quake. Found, oh, Robbie D, the king of the stage. Oh, yeah.
Did they do a guitar solo?
Just let the young ones left him in his way. Go, Robbie D. The ground would quake. The ground would
I need this guitar tuned down a step. Anyway, you get the idea. And of course they do a few treatments. Still E flat. Yeah. And then we did some 80s hair metal. It's always E flat. I can't play that shit. Fuck yes. I'm just entertaining myself all freaking day with this thing. I sent them all these. I go, dude, you're freaking famous. I just whipped up a few songs in your honor. Oh, God. That they write themselves.
Born in the fire, raised in the storm. 6-string screaming, a legend was born. Robbie D with a wicked grin.
They're all the legend of Robbie D.
The devil's disciple, let the games begin.
It just goes on and on.
The notes made the heavens cry. Young hearts shattered, they couldn't deny. Oh, Robbie D, king of the fat boy flame. Oh, Robbie D, no one plays the same.
I will fight anyone who says that's not a killer song.
Left them to bleed. Robbie D. The guitar God we need. Stage was his king.
Again. Oh, full-blown stutter step, bro. You even stutter step? That's more 90s, right? Even really, that's more like 2000s. Not 80s metal. There was no stutter step in the friggin' 80s. None. It's more like 29, 2009. All right. But again, the tone's not, I'm not crazy about some of the tones. Big giant drums. Look at those drums. You can isolate that guitar part and like learn it.
Leather-clad shadow, he storms the stage. Fingers blazing, a 6-string rage. Crowds tremble, the air ignites.
Sure. It's based on a true story.
King of neon lights, strings scream, his weapons alive. None survive when the notes collide. Robbie D, the Slayer Supreme,
Come on.
crushing dreams with a fiery gleam.
Yeah.
Young guitarists step to compete. Their hands fall
Sure. Kind of a banger. All right, we got two more blues. It's always an E flat.
Robbie D in the corner, cheap whiskey in his hand. Strings bending under fire, the man could barely stand. Oh, Robbie D, yeah, Robbie D.
Sure.
Slaying all the kids who thought they could be free. Oh, Robbie D, yeah, Robbie D. Six-string down in the devil's key.
Not bad. More Joe Bonamassa-ish. Still E flat. Yeah.
Robbie D in the corner, cheap whiskey in his hand, strings bending under fire. The man could barely stand.
Yeah.
Robbie D,
Yeah, sure. Did we play them all? Yeah, then there's this one.
fingers
What else did we do this week? I did. I was trying to do the Christmas song, and yeah, I went through a lot of different things. Went through a lot of different variations. Do I have the? Yeah. Here's the folk. So that same Robbie D, grew up around here, but he wound up moving down to Florida. Actually, I think he moved to the Carolinas and then Florida. Maybe he's back in the Carolinas again. Right? He might have been down in South Carolina, North Carolina. I forget. He was down in the Carolinas. He was there for a number of years, and then I think he went down to Florida. He might be back up in the Carolinas again. But anyway, he moved out of the Northeast and went down south. So I told him, I said, I'm going to whip up a quick song for you, bro. This is an acoustic song about a guy who decides it's time to leave the Northeast and head for warmer weather down south. And it blurped out in about 60 seconds. Southbound Heart. Get your tissues ready.
frost be deep, the winds would wail, a gray sky stretched, a ship with no sail, snowbanks high, dreams buried low. I pack my bags, time to let it go. Southbound heart, chasing the sun, leaving the cold where the rivers don't run, trading the pine for a magnolia tree. Southbound heart, set my soul free. Tracks of steel, a whistle sigh, mountains fade in the rearview sky. The map unfolds, a trail of red, but home's not found where I once laid my head. The air feels lighter, the night's less long. The cicadas hum a brand new song. Southbound heart, chasing the sun, leaving the cold where the rivers don't run, trading the pine for a magnolia tree. Southbound heart, set my soul free. I'll miss the crunch of boots in snow, the way the wind out its lonely show. I hear the earth breathe sweet and slow, a softer place to let life grow.
They're calling it the greatest song ever written. Not me, of course. I would never say that. But, yeah. No, it's Southbound Heart. And, you know, it's not John Prine. It's John Binary. Stevie Nicks sounds IBD. Have we lost you to the AI monster? No, I control the AI monster now. Now, you work for me. My Rick Beato is spot on. Well, he is the master. I mean, I would never even claim to have as good a listening face as Rick Beato. That would just be foolish, right? But, yeah. Anyway, this is a song about getting let me just, I'm going to set this a little lower here. There we go. This is about going to Panera and getting a butternut squash soup and served in a bread bowl. I give you Autumn in a bread bowl.
The wind bites sharp, the trees turn gold.
It's autumnal.
I'm chasing warmth through the crisp and cold. Leaves crackle under boots worn thin. I find my refuge where the scents begin. Steam rises slow, whispers in the air.
That's the bowl.
The table creaks, I pull
Yeah, it's a bisque.
chair.
Good point, James.
Autumn in a bread bowl, it's heaven in disguise. Squash so sweet it hugs me tight, I'm melting inside. Take a spoon,
It's not just the cheese that's melted, I'm melted.
let the world fade away. This bread bowl's my shelter on a frosty day.
Here at Panera, we're like a warm sweater on a cold autumn
Crusty
morning.
walls, they hold me near.
Right, you're just waiting for this to go.
Soup so rich,
Here at Panera,
my fear.
we have all the soups you need and more. Come on down for not just the butternut squash, but anything from our menu on the cold days when you need a little warmth.
Butter drips like sunlight streams.
I mean, it's no pickle jar. I mean, yeah, but nothing is. I mean, pickle jar. Where is my goddamn Grammy? God damn it. I am typing a lot of words. It's got to be worth something. No? Nothing? Nothing? So like I said, I was working on Christmas songs. And this was very early. I did well, it's in E.
Snow is falling, streets aglow. Santa's got his shades on, riding low. Reindeer jamming, hoops and sing. Got that eggnog in my drink. Sipping slow, y'all. Sleigh bells chime, but the bass line's thumping. Bum, bum. Christmas lights in my speakers jumping. Funky-ass Christmas. Can you feel that groove? Get up, get down. Let your body move. Say what? Say what? Disco balls and candy canes. Oh, so divine. A funky-ass Christmas. Everybody shine.
It's a funky ass Christmas. That was an older version. This is a more modern funk band. So that one was more of a 70s funk band. And this is a little more up tempo, but those drums are way newer. Right? It's a way more modern recording style. I think it's also an E.
Mist all hanging low.
It is.
Feeling kind of right. Eggnog flowing slow. Shining oh so bright. Santa's on his way. Got a slow cruise control. Gonna make this holiday lose all self-control. Yeah. Can you feel that beat, yeah? Shaking up the street. Yeah. It's a funky ass Christmas. Get down with the sound.
Sure.
Funky ass Christmas.
It's no, like my wife said, she goes, it's no worse than anything else I've heard. I'm like, pretty much. And this was the other version. Slower. F.
Snow ain't falling, but the funk's on deck. Yeah. Got a reindeer groove and a sleigh bell check. Santa's in the pocket with a bass so tight. He's riding the rhythm on Christmas night. The chimney's jamming,
Turn around.
the
Pre-chorus.
everybody moving. We can't quit. It's a funky ass Christmas. Get down with the sleigh bells ringing all over town. Funky ass Christmas.
Anyway, it's a funky ass Christmas. There's one I can't play for you. That's the one that is going to be the song. It's I got to keep that under wraps until it's time to put it out. Did I make any more cat songs? I don't think I did. No. Any more? No. Oh, Cutie is doing much better. She's completely back to normal. I don't know if I showed. I think I did. I made a bunch of jazz fusion songs. Just in like a... That might have been about it. Did I do a blues? Pickle jar. Can't go wrong with pickle jar. Well, you want a few bars of pickle jar?
The jar sits there on the counter, mocking me with its stubborn seal. I gave it a twist, gave it a shout, but it won't budge, it just won't yield. I grabbed a towel, I called for backup. Pickle jar, why you play so hard? You keep your treasures locked away.
In the pickle jar dance.
You're breaking my heart. Why won't you let me taste today? Sweat on my brow, frustration's near. My hands are red, my pride is bruised. I tried hot water, I tried sheer force, but
It's based on a true story.
you're laughing at my pickle blues. Oh, is it the lid or is it me? Is it me? A cosmic test of my dignity. My dignity. Oh, I hear the crunch. I taste the brine. But in my dreams, it's all divine.
Right there, it could be a key change. I almost sense right there, I could go in and tell it right there to go up, right? To go up one, there could be a modulation right there. What a banger. If I'm not nominated for a Grammy, there is no justice in this world. Because it touches on real world events and common struggles. We've all been there, right? We've all been there.
Why won't you let me taste today?
That was Ron Burgundy. We brought him in. God, was he expensive. Yeah. Is it the lid or is it me? I mean, how many times have you uttered that in your life? Oh, is it the lid or is it me? Right? God, we've all been there. You know? So, anyway, I'm deep in the AI hole. Oh, if you look way, way up there, that's where I was about an hour ago. I am in deep. An AI song about the RMV? I mean, maybe. You know, I try to focus on, you know, like, Pickle Jar, though. The second it came out, I said, well, that's a #1 hit right there. Lost Keys.
Key gone, heart froze, hands in my pocket deep. Swear I had him, swear I felt him, now I'm losing sleep. Rummaging the couch, cushion flipping like a snitch. Thought I was a boss, now I'm looking dumb as shit. Panic in my chest, I'm sweating bullets in the whip. Keys ain't in the ignition, man, this gotta be a trip. I'm retracing every step, like I'm running from the law. Ain't no evidence, no clues, just my pride and free fall. Where my keys at? Where my keys at? Lost them in the struggle, now I need that. Where my keys at? Where my keys at? Thought I was a king, now I bleed facts. Keys missing, feeling trapped like a corner rat. Try to play it cool, but I ain't built for that. Cussing at the sky, God laughing at my mess. Like, you lost your keys, but you acting like a wreck. shaking down my jeans while it gum and some lint. Pockets looking barren like the rent already spent. Check the fridge, check the sink, check the bathroom floor. Lost keys, turn a hustler to a scavenger for sure. Maybe they gon' forever lost in your abyss. A keyhole, dream shattered, reality's fist. But I'm too stubborn, I'm too raw to quit. Bet I find them when I stop giving a shit. Where my keys at? Where my keys at?
Again, that should be up for best spoken word. Best spoken word. Best rappe. Anyway, it's no pickle jar, but nothing is. Pickle jar is a, you know, that's a classic. I wish I could. Do I have any more I can actually play for you? I kind of don't. Like I said, I fell down a hole on this one holiday song, and I can't play that for you yet because it's still under wraps until it's time. It's too early to drop a Christmas song right now. So it's not even Thanksgiving yet, so I can't do it yet. But it's good. It's good. It's straight out of the Steel Panther Academy of Songcraft. Where are my keys? It's called Where My Keys At? Well, it was based on the premise that someone was all ready to go out for a night on the town, right? And can't find their keys, right? I try to do a Thanksgiving song. I think I deleted them all because they were kind of crap. Did I delete them all? I think I did. Yeah. Yeah, there was... I was trying to do some Thanksgiving songs, but they weren't working. Didn't sound that great. So I kind of trashed them. Yeah, I should probably release it maybe on Black Friday. We'll see, because that's officially kicks off the Christmas season. I got to add some guitar stuff to it, though, right? It's not enough just to play the song. I've got to play along with it, and I had to go through and sort of instruct Suno to add more guitars to this, because there's just not enough guitar material in there for me to work with. And there was a lot of throwaway ones, but man, I thought the one that it came out with was really good. It has some nice color chords that I did not see coming. I was like, oh, you know what? That's pretty good. That's pretty freaking good. It's simple, but it's a little bit out of the ordinary, but it's not that crazy. So it's just a little bit more interesting, than just the I mean, it was all friggin' Earth Angels until I finally got to the one I settled on. But no, it should be good. I could probably do Little Drummer Boy because I believe that's public domain. So Silent Night, there's a whole bunch of them out there. Little Drummer Boy, I think Silent Night, I think Deck the Halls. Those are all public domain at this point. So I could give it a copy of Silent Night and say make a new version. And one of the things you can check off is you can slide between how faithful is it to the original, and it's between 0%, which is a complete friggin' wild card, and 100%, which is a perfect and exact match. So you find it somewhere in the middle to sort of like, it still sounds like Little Drummer Boy, or Deck the Halls, but it's got a whole new treatment, right? Because those people don't own those melodies. They don't own those songs, right? But something, Jingle Bells is still under copyright. Certainly the Grinch is under copyright, right? You can't use those. You got to use the ones that are free. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is still under. Any of these like newer ones, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, any of those newer ones, you need to go back to like I said, like I think even Silver Bells is owned. You need like Little Drummer Boy, that's definitely public domain. The Nutcracker is public domain. That's completely public domain. What else? There's a whole bunch of, I could probably do a quick search right now. Public domain Christmas songs. Public domain Christmas songs. Huh. Away in the Manger. O little town of Bethlehem, God rest ye merry gentlemen, joy to the world, hark the herald angels sing, Silent Night, O come all ye faithful, Old Lang Syne, the first Noel, It came upon a midnight, the 12 days of Christmas. It's you can almost say Jingle Bells. Okay, so Jingle Bells is finally there, public domain. Jingle Bells finally got there. Jingle Bells wasn't there like 10 or 15 years ago. It might have just hit it. Oh, Christ. Stop popping up your shit. Oh, wow. All I Want for Christmas is My Two Front Teeth. That was in 1948. All I Want for Christmas is You. Oh, no. See, that status is... Oh, God. Why are they including songs? Those are copywritten. Angels We've Heard on High, Old Lang Syne, Away in a Manger, Deck the Halls, The First Noel, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, Go Tell It on the Mountain, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Here We Come a-Caroling, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, but a lot of these are absolutely. I Saw Three Ships. I don't even know that one. It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. I know that one. Jingle Bells, Joy to the World. What else? Oh, Christmas Tree, which is also O Tannenbaum. Those are the German lyrics. Oh, Come All You Faithful. Oh, Holy Night. Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem. Silent Night. That might be it. We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Nice. What is it? How's that Dumbledore and that shit out? Pretty much any other Christmas song you've ever heard of is copywritten. Winter Wonderland, White Christmas, You know, Silver Bells, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Santa Baby, Run Rudolph Run, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, all still under full copyright. Most Wonderful Time of the Year. I mean, just so many. Little Saint Nick, you know, that was 1963. It says here, Little Drummer Boy is still under copyright. I did not think it was. They're saying it is. Interesting. Last Christmas, I give you my heart. That's I think it's an F style. So we got Southbound Heart this week. That might be one of the best songs that came out of this week, other than the Christmas song, which finally came together. Oh my God. So many. There was one that was really heavy that I can't play it for you because it's got because I can't play you the. Is it here? No. Is it in here? You gonna pull it in there, kid? There you go. Sometimes I swear the page just like doesn't refresh. Yeah. It's in here. You know what? Let me filter. I think I gave it a thumbs up. And I'll filter it down from this whole friggin' thing. Did I? Of course I didn't. I might have deleted it. Because you just get so much in a friggin' space that, you know, you got to clear it out. I might have. I don't see it. Yeah. I'm already past a whole bunch of stuff. And I don't see it. I must have deleted it. Can I go to workspaces and, no. Library? I was actually working on a, like an upscale. I have an expensive guitar I'm going to be reviewing, and I needed like when you're ready, we'll be here to take your money. No, that's not it. Do I have all right. Is this it? Will some of these guitars kick in? I did not use this. It was too low. All right, I can't I can't play you the lyrics. It was good, but it was too much. Was there a deleted one? Can I do a search in here? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. No. I don't think you can, no. With these all sort of... No. No. That's definitely not it. No. No. No, it was that other one. Anyway, it'll come out eventually. I just got to keep it under wraps until it's ready. Yeah, I needed like a high-end sort of like classical, you know, when your wallet is too full and you're ready to spend it on the stupidest thing ever. We're here for you. We got the season finale coming up in about a month of Guitar of the Week. Oh, the Shame song. Yeah, where is the Shame song? That's actually, that's no longer, I had to cut that. Shame cut? Might take a second because it's on the server. Server's got to spin up its drive. Nice. Did we have a new member earlier? I feel like we had a new member join. Do we have a new Shame? I feel like we did at the very start. To offset the massive pickle jar production, thank you. Very much appreciated, yeah. Yeah, I know it needs a shame bell. Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, I thought someone did. I couldn't really see it. Did someone join early? I think we did. So, it's the first time using the shame. Can I do it? Welcome. The Schecter of shame. Listen, they earned it. We're going to mail out the pamphlet, so you decided to ruin your life. That's the shame we need, I know, right? Listen, AI isn't just, writing songs about bread bowls. It's got some uses, like shame songs. I mean, come on. think we got an early... Are they in Spain tomorrow? I think we have an early football game tomorrow. Like 6:30 on the friggin' West Coast. 9:30 here. Pile driver. Have a good one, Tony. Exactly. You can't live on a bread bowl alone. That's just stupid. You need a pickle jar, too. Come on. If you can open it. No, gotta have pickle with it. Pickle in a bread bowl. Oh, my God. Is that my new hit? Pickle in a bread bowl. See, that's why I'm not good at writing songs. Pickle in a bread bowl. Yeah. So I told my wife the song, I wrote the song because my wife was telling me she went out to Panera and she was telling me about the most amazing bisque, and I had a coupon. It's always about a coupon. You know, I had like points on my app. So she wound up getting the bread bowl bisque, you know, butternut squash bisque. I was like, hold on, you're my muse. Let me plug that into the old song maker. You know, I need common problems. You know. Yeah, you never know where you're going to find your inspiration. Oh, go on about your... Okay, you had a bread bowl? What kind of soup? It was a bit... Okay, butternut squash bisque? Okay, I got that. Yeah, we'll get that in there. Okay, and hold on 1 second, and there. There you go. Yeah, it's a Vlasic hit for sure. I got the last round for the year of guitars today. They showed up today. And, or no, yesterday. They showed up yesterday. Where does the time go? Mostly at the prompt. Yeah, no, the guitar showed up yesterday. And I returned 3 of the 4 guitars. This is the only one left. All the other ones have been returned. And, getting dilly with it? Sure. What's the dill? I'll have to write something like, what's the dill with that? Oh my God, do a song on points on your app. Very common. Yeah, it's all fun and games so someone eats your bread bowl. Exactly. Ah, my doctor said I wasn't supposed to get bisque in my eye. Yeah, who put the empty milk carton in the fridge? Yeah, that's a good one. There's one spoon of ice cream left. No, probably the five, you know. Left. There's one scoop of ice cream left. You know, they forgot ketchup from my fries. Southbound heart, trading my pines for magnolia trees. Here's my pine, magnolia tree. Ooh. Southbound heart, southbound home. See, buddy, the AI Songmaker's new obsession. Somebody went through my link last time because I suddenly got 250 extra credits. So if you go through the link, because you had the invitation and you go through it, I get 250 credits. I get 10,000 a month. It's a tiny pittance compared to the number of credits I get every month. But the person, if they didn't get that many credits, they get 250 credits. And if you didn't sign up for the top tier, or you have like the freebie tier or whatever, that adds up. That's a lot more credits. So I think you have to do it through the invite. I don't get any money, but they throw me 250 credits. But the credits expire, I think, at the end of the month, you know, or something like that. I don't think they last forever. All along the cucumber patch. Now you're talking. That country song is a solid hit. The Southbound Heart. Yeah. It's pretty good. I sent him the Robbie D song. So I said, let me send you a serious song. And I go, this is a song about a guy who moves from the Northeast down to the warmer South. It's called Southbound Heart. I sent it to him. About 2 minutes later, he writes back, Jesus Christ, ... So I might be, you probably like cover that in like a local friggin' club. I'm like, you know, it's a banger, man. Southbound Heart. I could write a song about a guitar. There's been a lot of songs written about guitars and cars. How many songs about Red Bulls? You know, you gotta look for the voids in the market. Right? How many songs about pickle jars? Come on. Yeah, who didn't replace the toilet paper roll? Now you're talking. That's a good one. I guess someone said that the like the top country song turns out was an AI generated song. I played one of the Christmas songs for my daughter, and she said, this doesn't sound like AI. That was her first comment. She says, this sounds real. This doesn't sound like an AI generated song. I said, no, I know they're really freaking good. Like it's really there. Songs about dead batteries. I hear you. That's a good one. The pickle jar was the world's largest void ever. Yes. Yeah. And I filled it. How many pickle jar songs do we need? Just one. So I try to go where, the need is great, but the market is saturated with just one song. Right? It's called unitary saturation. Okay, good to hear, Cam. Feel better. All right, guys, it is 9 o'clock. It is time to wrap this up. I'll have to come up with a closing song that just steals from Carol Burnett. I'm so glad we had this time together. Just to have a laugh. Or sing a song. Or play a song. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful week. I have a new video coming out Monday. What's today? I might have a second video this week, right? Because this is what, the 15th? Yeah, it could be 2 videos this week. And then we will do it all again in a week. And so we'll see you all there then. Super thanks, everybody hanging out. Super extra special thanks to anyone who contributed any money. I always appreciate that. And welcome to new members. And, of course, Brofist to the Mod Squad. Hashtag Brofist. Hashtag Mod Squad. And we will do it all again in a week. You guys have a wonderful week. It's always fun hanging out. And there you go. Don't check the show for for at least an hour. Because I swear to God, the second this goes off, they turn on those mid-roll ads until I go in there and manually turn them off. There's no don't do this. They're like, yeah, whatever, bro, we're doing it. If you feel that strongly about it, come in here and turn them off, which I do. But that takes about an hour before I can go do it. All right. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Until then, later.